Hey guys, today I'm really excited to talk to you about the new Jason Statham movie, Wrath of Man. Now, if you saw my trailer reaction, you know I was like, I am all in. There's action, and that's all I need. Jason Statham, action, Guy Ritchie, here for it. And so I'm really excited to give you my review now that I have seen the movie. This hits theaters this Friday, May 7th. Let's talk about it. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. All right, guys, if you go into this wanting a action-packed, violent movie with some blood, then you know what? You're going to be happy. You're going to be satisfied. That's what you get. Now, this is very much a revenge movie, okay? And as you can tell just from the trailer, Jason Statham takes this job as a cash truck security guard in order to avenge the death of his son. He needs to hunt down the person who was trying to rob one of these cash trucks and in the process killed his son. That's his plan. That's his goal. You pretty much know that early on, and of course from the trailer you know that as well. Now, one thing that Guy Ritchie does in this movie, which seems to be one of his favorite things to do when it comes to his movies, is he tells a certain scene, a certain story, a certain point in the film from several different perspectives, right? There's several different people that go through this same scene and you see it at a different angle the next time. So there is a certain scene, of course, you can probably figure out what it is. I'm not going to say it, but I'm sure it's quite obvious. You see this certain scene from several different perspectives. So, you know, you get into it and you're like, okay, all right, I can see this, I can see that. Well, by the second time that we see this scene, I pretty much had the whole thing figured out. Meaning the plot is quite predictable. Not necessarily a bad thing, because you still get the violence, you still get the action, you still get Jason Statham just being a complete badass. I mean, he's cold and calculated. He's a cold and calculated killer. That's what he is in this. He barely talks. He just goes through the motions. Like, he has this thing that he's going to do. This is his plan. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. Which, listen, I can applaud that. Great job, Jason Statham. He does a fantastic job in this role as H. And, you know, I just really enjoyed him in this movie as a whole. Is the plot, like, super deep? No, not at all. It's not that complicated. Like I said, it's quite predictable, but it's still a lot of fun to go through. Even after I figured it out, I was like, I'm still into this. I'm still here for it. I was still completely engaged in the movie. It doesn't feel like, why am I still watching this? You know, it feels like at least there's a point, and there's even a few little twists and turns, surprises, I guess I should say, when you get towards the end that I guess I hadn't figured out exactly completely. Let's put it that way. I really want to keep this spoiler free, so I'm just going to tell you, if you love action and violence, like, this is for you. The blood, I was here for it, but really it's the action that just really makes this movie. The action and Jason Statham. Post Malone has a little cameo in here, which actually, like, kudos to him. Very good job. He's got some acting chops on him, I guess. I wasn't expecting him to be one of my favorite parts, or that scene to really work as well as it did, and it does. But yeah, overall, this thing, it's fun. It's nearly 2 hours of just action, and this revenge movie is really what it is. And if you go into it wanting that, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna enjoy it. I mean, I really can't say too many horrible things about this movie. Like, it was just fully enjoyable. The cinematography is great. The score, oh my gosh, there's this moment where they use Folsom Prison, and it is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. It gave me chills. I wanted to watch that scene several times over. There's like no way else to explain it. It was so amazing. I'm really excited for everyone to see that part. And if you've already seen the movie by the time you got to this review, let me know what you thought about the use of Folsom Prison. I thought it was just mwah, chef's kiss, right? It was chef's kiss to this whole movie. Now, Wrath of Man is entertaining. It's interesting. It doesn't feel 2 hours long, which I love, because I feel like a lot of movies lately have just been trying to, hey, we're 2 hours long. Hey, we're a super long movie. Hey, we're over 2 hours. And it can drag and get boring. This one doesn't, which perhaps is because of the different views that you take, right? It's kind of like going through the story in this person, going through the story in this person, coming back around to this part. And I really just fully enjoyed it overall. I thought it was a lot of fun. and just some great action scenes. And the action scenes like could have gone on forever and ever. There's enough of them to really keep you engaged and entertained throughout the entire movie, which says a lot considering that it is 2 hours long. I can't stress that enough because I really usually get bored in 2-hour long movies, and this one there was not a moment where I was, drifting or wandering. I was completely paying attention the entire time. I was in it. I was here for it. Jason Statham is, one of the main reasons he's just so good in this. But there's this group of soldiers. They're fantastic as well. Kept me entertained. Their story, I was really into it, really intrigued. Kind of trying to piece all of the puzzle pieces together. Where, like I said, I came up with the general idea. I kind of figured it out about halfway through, which probably honestly is in part to doing that same scene several times. But I didn't have it all figured out, and there were certainly some surprises. And I really, truly enjoyed the end. I thought this was a fun action movie. The violence is up to par, and it's just enjoyable and fun. That's the best way to describe it. I give Wrath of Man a 4 out of 5. If you've already seen this movie by the time you get to this review, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. And like I said, Wrath of Man is in theaters tomorrow, this Friday, May 7th. You guys don't want to miss this one. It begs to be seen on the big screen. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.